Let's do it. Stay ready. You ain't got to get
Welcome to the RIP 28 podcast. This is the RIP 28 podcast. It's a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I am the world's coolest host, Slider Sports Guy. I have been voted on by 7 out of 9 members of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority as the world's sexiest podcast host. And I'm joined by a few of my good friends. What up, El Presidente?
C-Ned's in the building. Hey, just to let y'all know, there is like a chapter with all blind people. So those are the ones who voted.
Wait a minute.
Because I feel so good.
Wait a minute.
I feel so good to them. That's why.
You got all the blind chapter.
Blind chapter. I hate you.
Oh, man. And we got the man who still believes what's going on. Your favorite coach's favorite coach. What's going on, LBC?
Man, it's your boy BZ the GOAT, your favorite coach. I'm still riding with Coach Prime. I still believe, y'all. I still believe.
He still believes, man. He
still believe.
And we have somebody whose pockets are endless, whose pockets just don't stop. I'm talking about so rich. She gets on the podcast and says, I'm a bit tired. I just got off the plane this morning.
What kind of plane? What kind of plane?
I just got off the PJ this morning. Now I'm touching down and I'm going to give back to the people. The one and only S. Commas. How you doing?
Commas.
You shouldn't tell lies on Sundays.
Just got off the PJ. How you doing, S. Commas?
All is well. Glad to be here. I'm very happy to be here.
A little jet lag.
Good jet lag. But you don't really get that jet lag when you're on the PJ like that. You know, that's us regular people who sit and coach. We get that shit.
That's for common folk.
Yeah, we get that. Oh well. But we have a special guest on the RIP 28 podcast. She's coming back. She is coming back. One of the members of the illustrious Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated sorority. A young lady okay, I'm giving you an introduction. I'm introducing you to the people who don't know. Okay, all right.
Okay.
A young lady who happened to be spoiled by the greatest. You know, her first date was the greatest first date ever. She had a chauffeured dancing and dinner clubbing affair on her first date ever, and it ruined her for the rest of her life. No other man can live up to it. But we introduced the other one, Chetta, Cherie Chetta Green. How you doing, Chetta?
I'm gonna need a way different introduction than that.
Oh,
what's up, y'all?
What's happening?
You're gonna have to do better.
See, Jizzle.
What's up?
Chetta, I thought you were gonna say you needed a stiffer drink to get through this right here. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Well, I mean, just being honest, man, her first date was kind of excellent.
Nope. Let's
She
not
had a
go
chauffeured
down.
a chauffeured ride to a formal dinner. Then she went out dancing and partying afterwards. You know, it doesn't get that's she got started wrong. And
sound like you had a loser, Cheddar.
Oh no.
Thank you.
I'm glad you got rid of that fool.
Ooh.
He got rid of
so
her.
Grateful.
He got rid of her. But anyway, welcome to everyone here, man, all our people out there. We appreciate you checking in with the world's greatest podcast. checking us out.
I believe this podcast
Making
is
sure-
gonna go do.
Hold on a second. Hold on a
Chetta
second.
said she's checking out.
Hold on a second. Right there. We'll do that for her. Right there. Welcome to the world. Y'all, I lost my spot, man. I lost my spot. Where's that?
Good,
Oh man, we want to
good.
appreciate everybody, man, checking in with us, man. Those of you we on Facebook Live right now, man. Those of you can catch us in a variety of different places. Bron, if they won't find us, Bron, where can they catch us at, Bron?
You can catch us on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Facebook, Podbean, Podbay. Anywhere you can stream a podcast, you can find the world's greatest. And we bring S. commas. But you got more commas than dots, and we got Chetta with us. So you get the beauty and the brain. They bring the beauty, we bring the brains. Because we got Chance with us. So you know that ups our stock.
I don't know, man.
Don't get started.
No, I said
We gonna mess the whole show up.
all I'm saying is you up our stock. They bring the beauty, and me, you, and Sly, we bring the brains.
There it is.
That's
man.
all I said, man. You getting all offended already? 129?
I'm ready.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Lot going on in the world, man, on this internet thing, man. A lot going on this internet thing. First thing we want to talk about, man, we want to shout out Usher, baby. We want to shout out Usher.
Shorty, I don't
Mr.
mind
US
if you dance on the pole.
HERPES. I mean, my bad. I'm sorry. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to say that about Usher. But if you haven't been checking out, if you hadn't been listening, man, Usher just got voted on or decided on or whatever that he was going to be the halftime act of the Super Bowl, man. Usher Raymond, one of the greatest entertainers of our day, is going to be the halftime act. Hey, is it well deserved? How y'all feel about that? Anybody can jump in.
Usher is the man, dog. Like, well deserved. I know it's gonna be a great show. He probably has some special guests pop by and all that good stuff. And this ended the debate about who better, Chris Brown or Usher. It is Usher.
It's definitely well deserved, man. You can't go wrong with having Usher live at the Super Bowl, man. As long as you don't bring your girl with you, you should be fine. If you bring your girl with you, you're in trouble.
Don't leave your girl around her.
True player for real.
I think coming off the heels of what has been clearly a phenomenal Vegas residency that he's had now for the past year and a half, I think it's appropriate since the Super Bowl is going to be in Vegas. I mean, Usher got hits on hits on hits. So, and he's an awesome performer. I think it's gonna be a dope show.
Usher go back to hits in the 90s, man, and he's still going now.
So, I like his little jam he got out now with Keke Palmer. He got a little song out with Keke Palmer. Like
which one? The hugs or the song? You like the hugs or the song? You got.
I ain't know they got a song together already.
Yeah, hey, he go to thing.
It's fire too. It's fire too. Go check it out.
It's a bop.
We talk trash about Chance, but Chance
called. Hold on, Shauna got some of that Massachusetts. What do you say? It's a bop.
It's a bop.
Okay, bro.
Well, Chance called it. Chance called it. Chance said when everything first happened, if you go and check the archives, go on the YouTube page, check the Rip 28 podcast archives. Chance called it. Chance said, hey, I don't know if this is real. I think Keke might have something coming out, an album or something coming out. And look, lo and behold.
Keke the brains.
That's part of the brain, see?
Everything happened for a reason.
Hey, it all comes full circle, Chance.
So, but Keke keep a check. So Keke keep a check, Palmer.
Yeah,
that is true. That is true.
Keke been working.
Let me ask you a question though. Talking about halftime entertainment, man. What y'all think is the best halftime Super Bowl halftime show?
We ain't seen it yet. Usher finna put it on.
Prince,
yeah. And
without question. In the rain.
That was a
in
good
the
one,
rain, in high
With a
heels.
scarf on his head so his crescent curl didn't get messed up.
Gotta
Carl,
protect them
it was
edges. Protect your edges.
it was
That
in the
part.
rain, but was it in purple rain?
Shut up, Ron.
Was it purple rain? I don't know.
That one.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a dad joke right there.
Purple rain, purple rain. Come on now.
But yeah,
But
man.
I think Usher gonna be it, man. I just got a feeling. He finna kill it, dog. I just got that feeling.
Yeah, I
I
thought
don't know,
Rihanna was
man.
gonna do something, but she was all pregnant. She ain't moved from one spot.
That was a bad look for Riri.
Yeah, Prince was the best one. I mean,
By far.
it's hard to argue against that.
Shout out to the Rip 28 podcast lawyer. She says, Prince. She says, Prince, what up to you out there? Hey,
y'all can't afford her yet.
Hey, did Michael Jackson have one?
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, Mike. MJ
Yeah.
stood still for 3 minutes and people were fainting. He ain't even do that. He just stood still. MJ did one thing where he popped up on one end of the stadium. He popped up and came out like he was on the light post on one side of the stadium. Then he popped up on another side of the stadium. And then he popped up on the center stage and just stood still, dog.
Hey, Natasha Jones said it was Michael Jackson. So she echoes those sentiments there, Sly.
Shout out to Tasha, man. Hey, Mike was a bad boy. Now.
You know, I remember that he did it, but I don't remember the show.
Yeah, man.
I have to go back and look at that one.
All you gotta do is ask Shauna. She can tell you. You know, that's our residential music historian now. She can tell you about everybody that didn't make it too. That wasn't no kid. They ain't make it. They ain't selling no.
Every once in a while, I get reminded of the clientele that we have watching and listening the show. Oh, shout out to Nolan. Nolan just said Janet Jackson.
He just like to see that too.
He just wanted to see the movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to say best, I mean, you gotta add Janet.
Yeah. But every once in a while I get reminded of the quality of life that some of our Rip 28ers have. We just had one of our Rip 28ers said, go see MJ the musical, amazing. Now that's in New York on Broadway. He talk like we just gonna pick up on the plane and go to Broadway and watch him. Hey, we are not Commas and Chetta Green. They're guests on the show. They do that. We are working men.
Chetta, let me know when we're gonna go see MJ the musical.
We have to plan our New York trip anyway. So
yes, we do.
See, that real money right there, man.
Yeah, see, that took half the panel out of the conversation. We could we didn't have nothing to say.
Unless you talk about seeing something in community theater here in Atlanta. They bring it to community. Or the Trusters back home in Columbia.
Sly, you can't even go to the Fox, huh?
Nah, I ain't even say the Fox. I said community.
Plus we gotta get babysitters and everything. That's added cost.
Nah, that shit expensive, man.
He gonna be seeing Rafael De La Ghetto. Cannon to the
Hey, Sly, we said what's up on that fire stick when we watch
concert. You gotta be on that Amazon fire stick.
Tubi.
Sly love Tubi. He's a Tubi.
Yeah, I'm a Tubi fan.
Hey, Sly.
Wait a minute.
Nikki Davis said it's in Greenville right now, and it's in Charlotte next weekend.
Bam, there it is. Nikki coming through for the people.
That might be. And look at this, man. This dude been gone for a while. Aaron talking about Morris Day. We're going to get Aaron out the chat, man. Talking about Morris Day. Come on, Aaron. He does live in North Atlanta, though. I saw him at the Guitar Center one time, at the Guitar Center store one time. It's just a random sighting. I seen Morris Day at the Guitar Center.
What was Sly doing at the Guitar
Center? Aaron. I thought you meant Aaron.
No.
What was Sly doing at the Guitar Center?
I had to buy a cord for my mixer. No, I had to buy a cord for audio mixer.
Probably the one Chance forgot.
I wasn't back. Once again, we're reminded why we didn't do the live show.
I got whatever. I got everything y'all told me to get.
So,
No.
El Presidente didn't come through for us on that
El
live show.
Presidente.
But man, El Presidente, man, he had other stuff to do, man. He's family man, businessman. He got stuff to do. And he got to do things to keep his relationship happy. And so he can't put the podcast first because he's trying to keep his relationship, keep his marriage happy. But one of the pressing questions out there in the world when it comes to relationships and keeping your relationships happy is honesty. And see, this is the tricky question when it comes to relationships. It's honesty.
Good transition. Good transition, Sly.
Well, thank you. I've been going to broadcasting school. So I learned transitions. That's what we
You need to work on intros.
Where's my mute button at again? I'm at the mute.
Sure, you're gonna have to let that go, friend.
Hey, she jumped out there too. Hey, you need to work on your intro. God dog, Chad, you're aggressive.
Man, here we go. Y'all
messed
ruined.
up a
I had a
great
great transition. A
You
great
did.
transition, and y'all ruined it. Ruined it, getting me off subject, man. So anyway, we're talking about relationships and honesty in relationships. And the thing is, everybody wants honesty. Everybody wants the truth. Everybody wants people to be honest with them. But sometimes, is honesty really, 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 really necessary, and total honesty necessary? And now this is where this thought comes from. It comes from a Instagram post or Instagram reel going around, and I call them skits because ain't none of this shit real. They all some type of skits. But apparently, a dude was sitting at his house or whatever, and his wife's friend left the house. And when she left the house, the brother came and he said, "Hey, baby, can I talk to you?" And she said, "Babe, I know you want me to be honest with you, and I know you always want me to tell the truth. But truthfully, I would love if your friend not come over to the house anymore." And then she says, "Well, why? Did she try to push up on you?" And he was like, "No, she didn't try to push up on me. She's always been respectful and friendly and never push up on me. But I don't want her to come over to the house because I think she's very attractive. And when I see her, I feel that she's very attractive. And then she wears a lot of skimpy stuff. And I don't want to be tempted. So I don't mind you hanging out with her, but I would prefer if you went to her place to hang out." Now, the wife got mad. She was like, "Wow, you want me to go to my friend's house because you can't control your emotions?" And he said, "Well, you wanted me to be honest, so I'm being honest." So my question is honesty really, really necessary in a relationship? Total honesty? It's a big question.
Very good question. What they say, you can't handle the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, a lot of people, they say they want to be honest, but to a certain extent, something like that, a lot of people can't handle. I mean, I think if you switched it around the other way and your girl said, "Hey, Tyrone can't come over here no more, okay, he fine as hell." How you gonna feel about that? Hey, so I mean, you take the honesty too. So that it go both ways. You just got to pick and choose your times, I guess.
I think he should have kept that to himself. He should. I get the honesty and everything, but certain things it becomes stupidity. Why would you say that? Why
I can't believe that he thought that was a good idea.
A good idea?
Because what it sounds like is
he should have ran that by somebody first.
he pretty much saying, "If you leave me alone, I'm trying to smash."
I'm trying to get out of because I find her attractive. Come on, man.
He makes it sound like he can't control himself when that might not even necessarily be what it is, right. But that's what it sounds like. It sounds like, bruh, you can't control yourself around attractive women or women who are scantily clad. And again, that might not be the case, but you come off as real suspect. Somebody said, who was that? Nikki said he's dumb.
Yeah,
real dumb.
I agree.
Why would you? Let's play what race is he?
Oh,
What do you
God.
think? I know it ain't no brother because he might
Yeah.
get hit with an iron, a hammer, one of
That
the
big
kids'
old-
baseball bat, a track fight, a helmet, something. So that's crazy, man. All jokes aside, I just think that's creating a problem that's not there.
Well, and can I also say, coming from the other side as a woman, and if I'm in a relationship, I'm hoping that my friends respect my relationship enough that they're not coming around with their butt cheeks hanging out and it like looking like they looking. I'm hoping that my girls respect me and my relationship, that they're not gonna come around and try to tempt my man anyway.
But
Well,
what
the
if
way
your
that
man
I
have
took
no
it was
self-control?
that her coworker though? I thought that was that like a friend from work?
Yeah,
Yeah, co-worker, friend.
'cause she
like
said
that.
I'll see you at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
So
you get
Co-worker
out
slash
work?
friend.
okay, so basically her coworker got a booty. Anything that she wear is gonna be tight. It doesn't matter. Or she got a lot up top. Doesn't matter that them buttons gonna pop. So you can't
Buttons hanging off
wear
for
them
dear
button
life.
up. Right. Because we like
Ex-
that, right?
Expert opinion.
That would be me. So I'm just
Not
saying.
me.
Hey, check this out. Nikki Bates said something is real, but it's funny. She said there are Mandingo warriors all around, and it's great sweatpants season. Boy, bye.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
I ain't gonna
Lord.
say. I ain't gonna say nothing. I can't tell if y'all
Uh-uh.
got great
Can't
sweatpants on.
say you.
So
I ain't
wonder
gonna
though,
even.
like
Hey, I ain't gonna even
to
stand up. I'm about to stand up, so I'm gonna take
see,
y'all
Please
off.
don't. Please don't.
see,
I'm not
see.
off the camera. I don't want to tempt nobody. I just don't want to be a tempter.
I can't stand him. I don't want to be a tempter.
Oh Lord, y'all crazy.
But some of the
Like
things to be said.
but to Shauna's earlier point, like
Keep it to yourself.
what you trying to accomplish? Like to me, like it's why are you telling me this? Why do you feel that you need to tell me this? Like, what are you setting me up for? Like, did you try her? And when I wasn't in the room and you letting me know that you're attracted to her. So just so you know, she can't come around here no more because I might be able to do that. So like to Shauna's point, like where's the self-control, but also like, what are you trying to tell me here? And why? Because if I told you how I felt about some of your friends and what I could do,
Don't bring
Anyway.
fine Leroy over here no more, because Leroy could get it. His feelings be hurt.
Hey, Cherie like Usher talking about don't bring your boy around me.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but
Don't
to
do
the
it.
other point, you saying that he might have tried to push up on her, but if she's just a work friend, how much loyalty do you think she may have to her? Maybe she's been wearing that because she find old Leroy or whoever attractive and is trying, you know what I'm saying, to
Talking about Leroy Brown.
hey, leave my dad out of this. My daddy
Bad Leroy Brown,
Hey,
the
watch your
baddest
mouth.
man in the whole darn town.
That's enough. That's enough. Not too much. That's enough.
Look, big booty Judy can't help it that her booty is big.
You brought
Okay.
her name
And
up. You brought my daddy's name up, fool. You talking about?
You said Leroy. Okay, I'm just saying.
Because
But
I
Cherie,
said, because
like
I was
you were
talking about,
saying.
I was talking about Shauna, because Shauna said, "Oh, fine, Leroy." See, you don't listen, Chance. That shows that class rank.
But
we talking about Leroy Adobe.
Cherie, even if she got a big
booty.
booty, those of us with big behinds know what's going to show off our big behind, and we know when we are doing it. So again, like I don't want this woman around my man if all her shorts be booty shorts and her cheeks hanging out. Why are you in my house like this?
But you should check that from the gate, though. The wife should check that.
Well,
Am I right?
I don't have friends that would do that to me.
Your
So,
friends
but
don't have big booties.
Yes.
Your friends don't have big booties.
Hey, she live up north. She ain't down south no more. She live up north.
Nah, even her down south friends don't have big booties.
Yes, they do. Shut up, Sly.
They have great personalities, though. but
Here go
but
A Ryan. We policing. No, we ain't policing what women wear. We can't. You can't police what women wear. But I'm not going to have you around a man looking like a
Hot pocket.
temptress.
Hey,
Wear what you want to
That-
wear in the streets.
hey, she done dropped the keys.
Wear what you
about
want to
4
wear in the streets. You just can't wear it in my house.
Hey, she done dropped the keys about 4 times in the house. Didn't know pick them up. Real slow.
Yeah, somebody, girl, I've been working out and my ankle been hurting.
But my question is though, you know, the man was being honest. He was being honest to his wife
Totally
about you know about his her friend. Now, but the question still remains though, should you be how honest should you be? How honest should you be? I mean, of course, you should be honest. If you got gonorrhea, you might want to tell your wife. You know,
but you can
that's honesty. You know,
honesty and stupidity is two different things.
But how do you know?
Huh?
How do you know? We got one married person on the panel. How do you know where to draw the line with honesty, Chance? Did you tell your wife about your other kids? Was you that honest?
Wait a minute,
my bad.
man.
My bad.
Boy,
My bad.
now Chance the wrong want to be clean.
Look,
like
you know T is in these comments. Why are you doing this?
Why? Why?
That's why she don't like slut.
That's look, Chance, because when she say, "Hey, Shauna,"
She ain't even acknowledge me, dog. That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
And won't.
Shut up. She popped in. She said, "Hey, Shauna." I said, "Hey, girl." Like them other two wasn't even.
Whoa, I wasn't even on
She said,
I wasn't even on camera, so she didn't see me. So don't put me in the boat with slot. I came to the house.
He said, "And won't."
I just sent y'all child some money for the damn fundraiser. Ain't that something? Treat me like this.
And won't.
All right.
All right, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
All right, Sly, what was the first question?
The question was, since you are the only married person on the panel, man, when it comes to honesty, is there a line in the honesty, or do you tell everything, or what should the honesty be?
Yeah, if we're going back to that question, I don't even know if it's honest. Because it's like, all right, going back to the first thing. He said, "Don't bring your girl back around here because I'm attracted." I'm like, if you attracted to somebody, that don't really mean nothing if you in a relationship or you married. Because I mean, like, are you gonna act on that? You know what I mean? So unless you saying, all right, next time she come over here, I'm gonna get her when my girl walk out the room, I'm gonna try to holler. It don't mean nothing. Like, you're not, just because you come over your house don't mean you out here trying to do nothing. So I feel like he shouldn't even said anything. I mean, because like you said, there's a lot of attractive people out in the world. But I mean, that don't mean you're gonna try to get at them.
I'm still trying to figure out his purpose for telling her that. Did she ask him?
This is crazy to me. Like,
did she say, "What you think about Tiffany?" And he was like, "Oh well." Like, how you volunteer?
Bring her.
She knows she look good. She knows if she look good too. I mean, you got to bring that out.
Listen, if people want to cheat, they're gonna cheat. It doesn't matter what they look like. Period. That's one thing.
Because we done seen that.
Right? So, but like, to Chance's point, like what Chance just said made me think like, okay, so does your girlfriend or your wife not have any other friends that you find attractive? But Tiffany is the one in all the time that y'all been together that, you know, made something curl underneath, made something like, you know, made you feel away. That's the first one. That's the first one that ever did that for you, sir. Absolutely not. Like, what are you setting up? That's ultimate setup, because unless she doesn't have any friends or all her friends are male, like she got cousins, she got a sister, like Nobody else is attractive to you, but Tiffany. Tiffany's attractive to you. Attractive enough that you feel like, I need to be completely honest with you. You can't bring her here no more.
Yeah, that's
I'm a
crazy.
That's not,
smash.
that
You
makes
can't never
thinking
tell
from the
anybody
other
that.
side. Go ahead, Chance, my bad. Go ahead.
You can go ahead, but I was just saying you can't tell anybody they can't do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't own nobody.
Thinking of it from the other side, I think she's gonna be thinking, well, what actually happened? Did you push up on her, or did she try to push up on you? Because if he just randomly brought her that information, that's odd. So I'm thinking, for me, I would be thinking something had to happen. Something was exchanged. Somebody said something to somebody. Somebody tried to touch somebody, or something happened.
Hey, he might have
But
been high.
Aaron had a good point. If she has her friends over, why is he in the mix anyway?
He
Why-
got to be
why
in the
is he-
garage.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
they,
gotta be some-
I mean,
I
they,
agree with that.
they might not have no mansion like you got, bro. No, it might be
It ain't about that, but
it might be a living room and a bedroom.
you got a
Bob.
boss.
So,
You got,
Chance,
where's his
when
friends?
T bring her girls, when her girls come over, are you hanging out with them, or are you like, I'm gonna go to another room?
According to how, what the situation is, sometimes we hang out, sometimes not.
Okay, that's fair.
But
But they have their guys over though, right? They have their husbands or boyfriend or significant others though, right? Sometimes.
yeah, sometimes. I mean, like I say, it's going to the occasion. But I mean, I'm not opposed to hanging out with him, and I'm not opposed to getting out the way. Also, you know, you just got to read the room.
He got some good looking friends.
I think there's something to, I think another side of this is there's something to when a man says, I recognize, and it's kind of like Natasha Jones just said, that women who put out this alluring energy, is something to a man that says, look, I'm not trying to tempt myself. So I might be faithful and I might not be a slower, but this woman out here is giving me that I would get with you if your girl wasn't in the room. So it might be something to him saying, look, shawty, don't bring Tiffany around. She bad business on many levels.
But just get up
That's
and
not
leave.
what he said. Go ahead, LeBron.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that is
No,
true. Cherie got a point. That's not what he said. He said that the girl didn't try to, and see, this is where he messed up at, in my opinion. This is where he messed up at. The girl didn't try to come on to him at all. Because the wife asked him, the wife said, did she push up on you? And he said, no, she never tried to push up on me. She never tried to push up on me. It's just that I find her very attractive, and I would rather her not be here. And that's when it comes to you being a man and controlling your impulses. It's a difference between being a male and being a man. Men can control their impulse. It's hard. And don't get me, and I am a firm believer in, I think the hardest thing in the world for a man to do is to be faithful to one woman. It takes energy to do that, because everything biologically, we are set up not to be with one mate. We're not. We're the only species in the world that has just one mate and mates for life. But if you make that promise to your wife and to God that you're going to be faithful to her, you need to live up to that promise. And it is a hard thing to live up to. It is. And that's why I believe, every couple of years a wife should reward her
What's up,
husband.
Sylvester? You were doing good till you got there.
I come at this at another level. Let me come at this at another level. All right, you say how hard it is for a guy to do that, right? But guys have to try. A girl can go to the club and say, "Hey, come here, I'll take you home tonight," and it'd be 10 dudes that say, "Okay."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do that, it's -4 people that'll say. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He had to buy a lot of drinks.
You gotta flash all your money out. Say, "Hey, I'm doing
watered down drinks in there.
Yeah.
So I mean, you looking at it from our standpoint as it's hard to pass it up, but it's so easy for a girl to get some, man. It's hard. Like be getting mad at you or something like that, and she's like, all right, but
Chance, we have to control ourselves because of that too.
Same thing.
If they throwing it at us all willy nilly, we're like, oh no, that's especially if he fine.
But I think the main difference is,
let me go home.
I think the main difference is women have more practice at saying no than men do. From the time a woman is 12 years old, starts growing titties, there's some man or some boy out there trying to hit on them, trying to get in their draws. As a man, men don't have vagina thrown at them unless you male model Mike Hook. You don't have vagina thrown at you unless that's who you are. But so men don't have that practice. So if you ever run into that situation, that's why I think men should get bonus points. If you got a woman throwing the booty at you and you say no, man, that's love. That means you really love that woman. You really love that woman, man. Well, okay. I mean,
Just one thing I just want to
somebody, one of our listeners said, speak for yourself. Okay. I'm not used to having women throwing the vagina at me. Okay. One of our listeners, he's used to it. He gets it. But anyway.
But I would just ask that you just be careful about saying, like, when women, as young women, we've had more practice saying no, because it's not always,
some of them don't say no.
Yeah. But you don't, you don't. No. Well, okay. All I'm saying is just a little, just a side, sort of reality check on that comment is what I would add is that it's challenging, the challenge of being a woman and coming into your own and all of that. Like you're saying, like, as you're starting to develop and all of that, there's a lot that goes along with that. And until you go through that experience, you don't know what it's like to have somebody coming at you and you trying to figure out, well, why, and all of that. So yeah, you got to say no. You might have to fight a little bit. You might have to, do a little bit more than what you need. Then at that age that you shouldn't have to deal with that. But you've got men, grown men, as well as teenagers, all of that coming at you. That's a different energy.
Because if a woman is developed early, she's shamed because of her, you got boobs in the 5th grade, and she's over-sexualized at a young age, especially Black girls are over-sexualized at a young age. And then let's fast forward to now, we got practice saying no, but women are dying for saying no to men. Women are being beaten for saying no because the male ego sometimes can be so fragile that they can't even imagine that this woman doesn't want anything to do with them. But that ain't the topic. Sorry, we went left.
But I just had to say that though, because I didn't want that to be out there without addressing just that portion of the comment though. So
I will say when we was in high school, I seen a lot of girls come back with rushes, hamburgers, fries, back to school. I done cut class or something. That's all I know.
Some sugar daddy and gave them rushes.
Yeah, and Jordan used to come out on Tuesday. They get them boxes at school and they didn't change them shoes. Yeah, some older cat done been up there. Somebody done been creeping, Carl.
But I guess I take into account what you are saying, Cherie. It is, and I'm not saying it's an easy path for women, especially at that young age, because they are your perverts out there, your perverts, and your aggressive guys out there who doing what they shouldn't be doing. Yeah. I'm just saying that women have more practice at saying no than men. Whether it's good practice or bad practice.
That sounds like an excuse though, Sly.
No, it's not an excuse.
We grown.
I'm not excusing people who cheat. Because my thought process is, if you decide to take that vow in front of God and make that vow to your wife that is who you're going to be with, you are less then you are less than to me if you decide to go and cheat. You
Hey,
know,
it ain't just men, it's women too.
oh
Cause you
yeah, it's
see, they
women
got a
too.
rumor. They got a rumor about Papoose and
Yeah,
Remy Ma.
he's a sucker.
Well, but
So
then the dude that allegedly she cheated with looked just like Papoose.
They look
yeah,
good. She got
Easy
a
the
type.
Block Captain. He
She,
a good battle rapper, and
she
he
got a
played
type.
on the new school.
She definitely got a type, if
Yeah, they
that's true.
gotta have an overbite. If you don't got an overbite, you don't got a. What?
I was reading the comment for the chat, man. Y'all wild. Y'all wild out here in the comments, man. Y'all are wild in the comments. But anyway, I forgot where I was at, man. We tried to be serious, and some of y'all are just wild. But anyway, where was we at?
Well, I don't know.
Talking
Overbite. Talking about overbite.
if you take that vow before God and everybody, you gotta honor it.
God.
Yeah, that's what you made the
It sound like
decision.
Randy Watson.
If you
Randy.
didn't want to stop, hitting random chicks, don't get married.
Don't
Don't
get
get
married.
married. Don't
You
get
know
married.
That's what you
Or don't
signed
be
up
in a
for.
committed relationship, period. Because
So
we ain't talking about the side of feelings getting involved, and that's how a lot of these domestic situations are ending.
So that's interesting you say that. I was watching, and this is a slight sidebar, but Braun, to that point, there was a clip circulating on the internet. A pastor, a well-known pastor, was talking about the first time that he tried to be monogamous was when he got married.
Mhm.
And so in our group chat, we were having the conversation about how often does that happen. So Sly, you say, well, don't get married if you know you still want to do blah, blah, blah. But I wonder the percentage of folks whose first time trying to be monogamous is when they get married. And then subsequently, do those marriages last?
So was he saying
Probably
like
not.
when they were engaged or whatever, he wasn't trying to be monogamous?
That man said the first time he was monogamous was when he got married, and that marriage failed because he cheated on the woman several times.
I don't know, but I guess
tough.
that goes to another question though: is cheating a deal breaker? Is cheating a deal breaker in a marriage?
For some people it is, for some people it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard both sides. I've heard women say as long as he's taking care of home and all that.
Yep,
It is
I've
what
heard
it
women
is.
say similar things. Long as he take care of home, and long as it doesn't embarrass me.
Yeah.
As long as you don't embarrass
Because a
me.
woman don't want to be embarrassed.
So,
But
It's
I
been
wonder
interesting
though.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Chetta, you got it.
No, I was just gonna say, but it's interesting though, because you all have said right now the women, but if a man is cheated on, they are done.
oh, well, I'm out
He
the door.
gone. He
I'm out
gone.
the door.
Without the shadow of a doubt.
I'm gone.
And I wonder though if the women are the women that are staying women who could not or did not take care of themselves before the marriage. So if he's taking care of home, I'm good with him cheating, but have they ever taken care of themselves anyway? So they've always been reliant on someone or something. I think I can confidently stand on my square and saying, if my husband cheats on me, I'm out because I'm not depending on him to take care of home if need be. When we together, yep, we gonna do whatever we do as to make our relationship work. But what we not gonna do is that, and I'm okay walking away because I also don't need him to take care of me. So I wonder how many of those women can take care of themselves to say, as long as he's taking care of home, we gonna work through it.
I've heard a lot of I won't say a lot. I saw a video of a grandmother. She had to be probably late 70s. No. Hold on, Sean. It ain't nothing crazy. I saw
Hey,
your face.
Nowadays, a grandmother might be 35, but go ahead.
No, it could be, but she's one of our grandmothers, old school. And she was saying kind of like the same thing. She was like, yeah, I know that he was out, doing whatever, but it never came to my front door. I was never embarrassed, and he always took care of my needs, the kids' needs, and The home front was always taken care of.
She probably didn't get above a 7th grade education.
Education, right. So that's why I was
And
saying.
she probably never worked in her life. Might have been
So
a
she was
stay-at-home
happy.
mother.
So basically, she was happy.
Whatever, to each their own.
Yeah,
But
I
she
don't
said
know.
all of that stuff because she had no choice.
Right.
Potentially.
Like she wasn't able to have a bank account in her name. She was not able to take out a loan in her own name. Like she did all of that connected to that man. That's the difference, you know, like, yeah, I'm going to stay with you because I don't know how to do this.
I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice.
Right.
So basically, when you start giving women choices, then the quality of life goes downhill. Marriage goes down. As long as women don't have choices,
For who?
everybody happy.
The quality of
What?
life goes down
Everybody,
for who?
everybody happy.
See, that's why
Long as
she
women
don't like
have
you,
choices.
for foolishness like that.
It
And that's
makes
why we all
sense
the time
now.
don't like you, because
Hey,
of foolishness like that.
It's self-inflicted.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It makes
Uh,
sense. Oh well.
crazy.
But yeah, man. But it's just real interesting though, because we talk about honesty, and I think that was the lead on this is honesty, and how honest do you need to be in your marriage, and you know you would feel that cheating, you know, you want to be honest on stuff like that, but I mean, what about the small things? What about the small things when it comes to honesty? You know,
I
you
was
could
gonna bring
what
that
if
up. So.
yeah, what if the husband, you know, take care of bills or something like that, and he late on a bill? You know, he come, you know, do you need to be honest if you're coming up short on the money one day? You know, is that something you just hide and say, okay, well, I'll cover it later. I ain't gonna let her know.
Well, you can't hide it for long because the lights gonna cut off.
That part. Look, I'm pretty sure I told y'all this before. My daddy used to say, my mama couldn't pay anything that we needed to survive. She couldn't pay the mortgage, she couldn't pay the power bill, and she couldn't pay the water bill. Because if any of those got cut off, our family was struggling. And he knew my mama was bad with trying to make sure she got stuff. She can pay the phone, she can pay the cable. Because if them go out, we can get them back another time. So you got to know who you married to. Everybody got to play their position in the marriage.
But my question though is the honesty part. Is the honesty part. Is it necessary? Is it necessary to be honest on how honest are you?
It's according to how much you want to argue. How much you want to argue in your relationship. All right. So if your girl say, "Hey, does this dress make me look fat?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you say, "Oh, baby, you look skinny as hell." Hey, is that a good lie? Or is that a bad lie? Or what? Or is it
That's a little white lie. That's a little white lie.
Chance, that's like you going, I'm ready to go, and she started telling you about your dad bod and this gut that you got, and you gonna start feeling insecure. But you asked her to be honest with you. Oh, baby, this gut ain't what it used to be.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you say, nah, like, hey, I'm a realist though, so I'm not gonna ask a dumbass question that I already know. I'm not gonna say, did this shirt make me look skinny? so she can tell me hell no. I already know.
Hey, once again, like Shauna said, you gotta know who you marrying.
Got to know your people. You got to know. Look, Chance say he wearing vertical stripes, not horizontal.
Please don't wear the horizontal, boy. What? Them boys gonna look like they are never ending.
But it's just.
But it's okay, Chance.
This whole
you look good.
The whole honesty bit. The whole honesty bit is really interesting though, man. Because
so if you're let me ask you, sorry, Sly. If you're in a relationship and you want to be honest, like how far is too far? Because you don't want to intentionally hurt your partner's feelings. Right. So in your honesty, how are you, for lack of any better term, how are you capturing the honesty so that you don't hurt your person's
All
feelings,
right,
because
good.
you're not trying to be mean,
Good
right?
question. Good
Right.
question. Hey, so I think you can always be honest. It's just some things you don't bring up. If you don't bring it up, you ain't got to lie about it. You know, like just be honest about things that come up, but don't like the dude was saying, all right, your girl coming over here and I'm attracted to it. Like, just don't bring that up. If you don't say nothing, you're not lying.
There you go.
Deceit is a lie.
No. You ain't
Right.
lying because you ain't never brought it up. I mean, just because girl look good or something like that, don't mean you got to tell your wife she look good and
I
she
ain't saying,
fine,
hey,
and I want to smash or something like that. That's crazy.
understand, I'm not saying that he was right in saying it, but I'm just saying deceit is a lie. If I deceive you in a way, I'm not being honest.
Is that
But
deceiving her because
Yeah.
he never brought it up that he liked that he thinks she attractive?
I wouldn't be saying that, man, because if I don't plan anyway, we going backwards. We're going backwards. But it's a thin line. But I think it's a way you can be honest and have tact in what you're saying.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I could be honest and say, babe, that dress doesn't look. It doesn't.
It's not flattering.
It's not flattering. Instead of saying it makes you look like a pig. You see what I'm saying? I know that's kind of far-fetched, but I'm just saying there's a way to say things without hurting somebody's
What
feelings
she
and
say
let
on
them
Still
know.
Magnolias? Like two pigs fighting in a blanket.
But
But you can
Brian,
say it's
Brian,
about having tact.
Brian, if your girl know you and
Yeah.
Sly, if your girl know you, if you try to say something nice, she gonna know what you really meant.
Well,
I've
I've had that situation happen, and I'll just be honest. I would say, do you have anything else? That's it.
Is that what you wearing?
No. See, it's not like that.
They know what
If
you
you
really
ask me
meant.
to be honest, I'm not gonna say it looks terrible. I'm gonna say, is there another option?
But my feelings are not going to be hurt if you were to say, do you have something else? Because it's like, okay, so you're not going out of your way to hurt my feelings, which I
Right.
appreciate. It's just like you said,
Right.
there's a tactful way to say it, or it's like, is this what you want to wear, or do you have something else?
Something
Like,
else.
is this the only thing that you have, or do you have another thing? Like, is this it? And you want me
Let
to
me see option
say,
2.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
women,
let me see another option.
Yes.
Yeah, see,
With
you get me.
women.
But look, I do the same thing. If I'm going out, like I have a speaking engagement or we have a basketball, I may add, hey, how does this look? Does this go together? And guess what they may say? Do you have another tie? Is there another option? The shirt. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for honesty, but don't blast me and be like, you know what I'm saying? You going out there with your Pop Williams gear on? Well, you know what I'm saying? Now that may hurt my feelings.
You
But if
going
you
out
say
looking
that-
like a Chicago pimp tonight, Brian?
Is it the players' ball tonight?
Well, I mean, women love to have a little fashion show or whatever. So if you go out there and say this look good,
Some men do too, James.
Yeah.
I ain't got no clothes. So I gotta work. I got work uniform I wear every day. I ain't gotta worry about that. But I'm saying, like, ain't nothing wrong with saying, all right, hey, try the other thing on. Let's see what it look like.
Right.
And then bring that other one back. Be like you was really thinking about that one being good. You know what I mean? Then now let's go with this. And you good.
And if it ain't in her closet, that gives her another reason to go shopping. So hey, it works out. Do you have another option? If not, let's go and try to do something different.
Hey, you
So
say,
you
look,
could
go,
say
you gonna tell her to go to the store before y'all go out? Like, nah, that ain't working. Go to the
but hopefully
the
if it was planned, we would already said what we were wearing. I'm hoping.
Hey, man, y'all do.
You know what I'm saying? Because I
y'all
don't
do-
want to be surprised.
I know we ain't talking about this, but do y'all do coordinated outfits
No.
when you go out?
Looking like a first lady and a pastor.
No.
Hey,
It's
That was
cute.
back in the 90s block.
on occasion.
That was in the 90s block, man.
Wait,
No.
wait. Chance said on
Yeah.
occasion.
Hey, we got kids to play sports or whatever. So,
And that's
we wear
different.
school
That's
night.
different. Y'all have
If
on
you
the
wearing
same
school
shirt.
colors, I'm talking about when it's date night.
So
When
Now,
it's
do you
date night,
mean
it's more-
matching or coordinating? Because I tell you what, don't nobody look
There's a
crazier than a couple looking like they going to two different functions.
Now
Like
you gotta
he is.
coordinate the now you gotta coordinate the event. I
You gotta
can't be going to
coordinate.
a bar mitzvah and you going to the football game.
Forward.
You know, got to coordinate. Yeah, got
No,
Everybody got on the
I
three-piece
I
suit.
like coordination.
got
on
I
joggers.
think it's really cute when you're on vacation and you're able to be a little coordinated, you know, and it's like, oh,
Mm.
that's what you
Like
like.
the
But
little
you don't have to be
Insta
super
post.
matchy.
I don't want
Right,
you matching
yes,
my
you gotta
hoochie
do the
daddy
thing,
shorts.
yeah.
I wanna coordinate by myself with my hoochie daddy. 'Cause I'm out in Miami.
You got them chicken legs and hoochie daddies.
Hey, hey, Shauna, I'm like the Fab Five. I don't show nothing above my knee.
Hey, Sly,
Ah,
Sly,
Look,
you
like my grandma say, shorts don't care who wear them.
I do, Grandma.
Hey, Sly, finna get married soon, so I'm gonna give you some good advice. Well, you wear whatever your wife wants you to wear.
But you know what?
So if it's
How many years
or
in,
matching.
Chance? How many years in are you?
Almost 20.
There it is. Slide. Whatever she put on that bed, put it on.
Hey, look,
But you know what though? But I'm not.
Sly already got one marriage under his belt. He ain't listened the first time. His ass better listen this time.
But here go the thing. Now this gonna sound funny coming from me, but I like seeing the couples in the airport. I like seeing the couples in the airport. I'm talking about all the way down to the Jordans.
No,
Just same outfit all the way down to the Jordans. I only like that in the airport. I only like in the airport. I'm gonna cut you some slack on that one in the airport. I say, all right.
I guess if they get lost.
I don't mind a coordinated. So, like, if y'all are both wearing the same color palettes, like that ain't as cringy to me as we both in a plaid short set with matching slides.
I want all the way cringe. I want the Nike sweatsuit, and both of them got on the same Nike Air Maxes. I want it all the way down.
Hey man, that's in the 90s block, man. Let that stuff go, brother. I can go for the same color scheme. I got you. I'm with you. Cool. But the whole outfit, dog, stop it.
The whole outfit. Only in the airport.
Only in the airport.
Brian addressed it like that, though. You know, Brian got like
Brian
he got style.
Brian is our resident.
He got like 250 pair of shoes.
Yeah, Brian is our resident fashionista of the of the Rip 28 podcast. You know, he got like 800 pairs of doggone Jordans.
No, man. I'm just saying I don't know. That's just one thing. To each his
He
own.
got the Stacey Adams too.
He got some Stacey. I seen the Stacey.
He got Stacey. There's no doubt.
I know you got the hard bottoms. Be walking through going shh.
Yeah, he got the snakes. He got the alligators and snakes.
Hey, Sean, I just don't wear them with the straight leg jeans and all that. I don't wear them.
You ain't like Mike J.
Look like I just got out of prison with the short jeans and the hard bottom. I can't do that one either. If Chance and T want to wear their same outfit, I'm with it. Only Chance and T, because I ain't want to say nothing to T. I'll say something to somebody else. But
what about on vacation in matching swimsuits? Because we've all seen that before.
I ain't never seen that one. I pray I'll never see that one.
I'll drop one in there. I'll drop one.
Oh Lord, I pray I don't see that one.
Hey,
it happens, my boy. It happens, my boy.
The trunks match the bathing suit, right? You ain't been on no vacation.
Yeah, he only been twice since he been married and divorced.
He ain't been outside the perimeter, Chance. He ain't been outside the perimeter.
I go to an island every year. I ain't S.Commas, but I go to somebody island every year. So
Pine Island? Down in Lake Murray, that don't count.
Hey, but
Isle of Palms, maybe. Pine Island don't count.
But yeah, man, it is.
You took my island away then. Thanks, son. Thanks for raining on my parade. I appreciate
it. But you know, I mean, with all that, man, I guess the synopsis of this right here is honesty is important in a relationship, but selective honesty might need to be your go-to.
Like it's like if it's not said, it's not being dishonest.
All right, let's see how your wife feel about that one.
No. Okay, you got to understand this. Like that situation that dude was in had no reason to be said. Like,
yeah,
like, do you have to say that? Like I just want to be honest with you.
Nobody asked him anything.
Yeah, like that's not being dishonest because you didn't
Mm-hmm.
say that. That's just like, hey, I just want to start some shit.
Yeah, I do think that was just stupidity coming out.
Yeah.
That was stupidity. Well, I mean, it's just super interesting, this topic, man. And I hope we shed a little bit of light to some of the people. But as we look at this time, man, it is getting close. It's getting about time for us to take a walk down the 90s block, man. You know how we do. We take a walk down the 90s block every episode. And what we do on the 90s block, we visit the greatest decade ever, the 1990s. And we take something from the 1990s. Let's do a little bit of quick compare and contrast, man. What we're going to do teen male groups of the 90s. It's got to be a teen male group of the 90s. Since we're honoring Usher, we're going to honor Usher and his Super Bowl performance. We try to do individual teen singers.
What we doing, Sly, make sure everybody understands what we doing.
702. 702.
Oh, Lord.
Total. We want to do total.
We
and they weren't even teens.
We are going to compare and contrast teen
Lord.
male groups of the
Male.
90s. And what we'll do, man, we're going to start off with High Five, B2K, or Immature. Which one? Which one when you say teen male groups of the 90s?
I guess everybody being quiet, so I go first. I say Immature. They had some great songs. Everybody had a perm, curl, something in their head. But they was a good group. I mean, the two brothers, I think they would end up being solo artists and all that stuff too. So I think they had the most success.
What happened to the Chinese dude?
I don't know, but we all know what happened to Roger.
And he got married to a young girl or something recently.
Yes, Latina.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, hey,
niggas said boys and men. Were they teenagers?
Nah, they was grown men, but they was all. They wasn't boys no more. They were big.
I about to say their kids were older than mine. I want to say.
Hey, they kids can sing, man. They kids got what's Wanye?
And they got some style. And they got some style and charisma too.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't fool with him though.
They don't. You got to be kidding me.
No. They don't fool with him because he ended up. So he left them now allegedly.
Okay.
But you'll notice they never post him, and he never posts them anymore because he allegedly cheated on the mom with his current wife, married her, and I don't know that there's a relationship there anymore.
The damn name is Juan Moore.
Well, that's because all of them named Wanye. He named all 5 of the kids after him.
Oh, he was like Joy Fung.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
I'm taking High Five because the kissing game is and always will be about LeBron.
Hey,
because no.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that song though.
The kissing game.
Let's talk about that song though.
And because we saw them on our 8th grade trip. We saw them on our 8th grade trip to Walt Disney World and got pictures with High Five. So, yep.
Let's talk about that song though.
The kissing game?
Yeah, I mean, they was about our age, middle school kids or whatever. They was pretty nasty for that age group.
They just want to kiss, Chance. Hey, you already made your vote. Keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm going High Five for the same reason Shauna said.
The kissing game.
Y'all some freaking little kids in middle school.
Yeah, it's high five for me, but I was not. I was a nerd. So, but I still enjoyed high five. New Edition, right? Because New Edition is more like really
They were-
80s, and they went into the
Yeah.
90s. But
They
I
weren't
feel like
teens
high
by the time
five.
we got to the 90s.
Yeah, and I feel like high five was like when we were at that age when Kissing Game came out.
And
that
it was like
feels
we
like,
had a little summer romance, you know,
Yes.
all summer long. You
well,
know,
I didn't, but
Well,
yes.
I didn't either, but it sounded good.
Hey,
And then they had She's Playing Hard to Get. She's playing hard to get. Come on now. High five. Brian, who you got? Oh, you vote.
I
Sly,
said,
who you
I
got?
said high five.
He ain't even paying attention. Sly, who you got? Is he
froze.
frozen?
Oh yeah.
He gone.
Oh man. Again. That's that cheap Wi-Fi.
Boy, that 2G gets you every time.
Hey, we still on Facebook though, so everybody knows it.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Oh, Facebook.
So everybody knows. No, everybody knows Sly got that $1.99 internet connection.
Got that dollar. You got dollar.
Hey, and when he get back on, he gonna blame it on our producer. he gonna
It's fault this time.
Producer messed up. It's all you, Slizz.
Oh,
Hey, man.
2G
Hey, look.
get you every time.
How long y'all think? Oh, there you go. He back. He back.
He gonna be like, my bad. The producer was messing up tonight.
We're gonna fire the producer.
We paying him too much money.
Hey,
Not enough.
Not quite sure what happened with our audio video staff. Our audio video staff did not come through right now. I'm not quite sure.
Man.
Hey, sometimes when you got that garage studio, it be like that.
We have left.
He had to go jiggle the handle a little bit.
Jiggle it a little bit.
You know, like too many people watching Wi-Fi at the same time might cut you off or whatever.
Especially on that dial-up.
That dial-up, boy.
Everybody was at the house watching the show. Cut them off.
Hey, we gonna fire that producer though. We gonna get on the audio.
Y'all paying him too much.
Visual. Too much. We gonna get him. So we gonna get him.
I hope we figure this one out. But anyway, man, we got any parting shots before we get out of here, man?
We want your vote. We want your vote. Can we get your vote?
Oh, my bad, y'all ain't hear me.
No, we didn't hear you.
My producer with.
I told you. They're gonna bring that producer up. They're gonna bring him up.
We definitely didn't hear you.
Oh man, I was gonna go with Immature, man. Immature had a few hits, man. They had Marcus Houston end up having some individual success afterwards. And also, man, you know, they was in the movies, man, you know. So I would go Immature, man. Immature.
I agree.
So, there you go. And Jen Holcomb says she didn't hear the question, but the question was, you know, who do you choose? Immature, High Five, or B2K? And I think Mendes would probably say B2K because I think B2K probably came out the last, probably 99 or something like that. I know they were
a little younger.
That Lil Fizz in it.
Yeah, Raz B, Omarion.
That was Chris Stokes' girlfriend.
So Marion was in that group too.
Girlfriend.
Don't do that, Brian. Don't do that.
Yep.
Moving right along.
Venetia Washington, glad you joined us. She said high five. That was her first concert.
Oh, wow. New Edition was my first concert.
Jen Holcomb said Immature.
Nikki over here saying Wanya. I guess she talking about. She said, "Boys, Nikki, get on subject. Get on subject."
Okay. Hey, before we get out, Johnny, you said that was your first concert. What was everybody?
New Edition.
What was everybody else's first concert?
My first concert I went to was Caesar.
Who?
Shirley
Shirley
Caesar.
Caesar.
I think it was
Oh, my mule.
about 5 or 6 or something like that. I think it was Shirley Caesar. One of those.
That man was, I got beans, greens, potatoes, ham, rams, yams.
Hey, you know it's almost time for that.
She was at the township. She was at the township auditorium about 6 or 7 or something.
Hey, O'Shaughnessy
That
said he
man
was
was-
with MC Hammer.
That man was
O'Shaughnessy said he
holding
was
his
MC
mule
Hammer.
at 6.
What he was doing at 6 car, holding his
Holding his
mule.
mule. Hold my mule.
What about you, Chetta? What was your first concert?
Belle Biv DeVoe. And it's between, I know.
Hey.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Velvet DeVoe. If it wasn't, then it was Janet Jackson. But I think I didn't get to Rhythm Nation. I have a poster. Well, I had a poster, so that's why I'm like, I don't think that was it. I'm pretty sure it was Velvet DeVoe though.
Was you
First of all, Nikki Davis
underage?
Nikki Bates Davis said Tina Marie and Luther Vandross. Y'all
Nah,
was
y'all can't-
Wow.
Y'all was over before y'all time.
Hey, I
You
bet that
made
joint
it
was on
before.
train though. I bet that was on the train.
Right?
Yes,
Good
Lord.
concert.
She been here before.
Natasha Jones
said,
say Run
DMC,
DMC,
Onyx, and Boss.
Boss.
No,
Y'all,
no,
I remember her.
Onyx. Thought it was safe. Honest hit you in the face. Slam.
Slam.
Damn.
Duh, 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 duh. Hey, have y'all
Hey,
seen the
We glad
have
you
y'all
made it
seen
out of
the-
there.
have y'all seen the Fred Joe interview where he said Michael Jordan went bald because of them?
Oh yeah, shut up.
Have y'all seen that clip?
No, I ain't
it's
seen it.
uh,
He has a whole interview where he said Michael Jordan went bald because of Onyx.
because of Onyx.
That's
Fred
funny.
Jones.
And
Then they
Brian.
said,
Brian, who was your first concert?
Anthony Hamilton.
Oh,
God damn,
you
you
was
ain't go to
old.
a concert when you was
You
20?
was old.
You was 20-year-old going to a concert?
Hey,
Yeah.
He
hey,
was
Brian.
30.
Brian already broke up with Charlene. We ain't seen that concert.
Charlene, if you're listening,
Come on home.
it was Anthony Hamilton. Yeah, Anthony Hamilton, Joe.
Damn,
That was 2 months ago, huh? You went to your first concert 2 months
No, it
ago.
wasn't no 2 months ago, Carl. Get off my back. I said,
But mine was 11th grade. Coach Swan took me and Anton to South Carolina State homecoming, and we seen
Oh.
it was LL Cool J and Monifa.
okay.
Hey,
Only
LL.
Monifa?
Hey, LL said he sang about 2 songs. Said, man, it's kind of hot in here. He started moving around and shit. Hey, he got some bottled water. That's before I even knew what bottled water was. This is the 90s. Hey, he started pouring it on him. He was just moving. Hey, girls started running around, passing out. I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life, dog. I was like, they were passing out. It was like Michael Jackson passing out. He was like, it's getting kind of hot in here. And he just started moving. He took his shirt off, started pouring the bottle of water on him. Hey, them girls going crazy up in there, boy.
hey,
I was like,
sound like that was the
"Woo-wee."
highlight. It sounded like that was the highlight of Chance night.
We had a good time that night. We had a good time.
That man said that was before he knew a bottle of water was.
Yeah, I like the
I
man
ain't
the man got some water in a plastic bottle.
He got bottled water. What is this?
We just had cups of water back then. Can I get a cup? You know, you go to McDonald's and say, can I get a cup of water?
Hey,
He had it in the bottle.
cup of water, drink it out the spigot outside. One of the two is.
All right, man. We got any parting shots? El Presidente, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Hey, you know, all the same thing. Cigna's in the business as always. Hey, it's getting close to fall time, man. It was a hot summer in ATL, what they call it, hot Atlanta. That's what they call it. So like we had to lose.
Speaking of the 90s block.
we had to drop a lot of practices, move a lot of games back. So it's that good weather. So you know, we can play the football.
All right. LBZ, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Somebody go wake up the producer.
LBZ, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Hey, I'm gonna say the first thing I'm gonna say is fire the producer. And next of all, I'm gonna say shout out to them Buffalo Bills for beating the Washington Comedians today.
So, yeah.
S.Commas, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
I ain't moved on real quick.
Don't mute me, fool.
Yeah, man. I say it every time. Love on your people, y'all. Make sure you check in on your loved ones, people that you may not have talked to in a long time. And just remember, if you're still alive, it's never too late to salvage relationships with people that mean a lot to you. So love on your people.
It is.
Even if you don't like them that much.
I didn't ask for chance commentary. Thank you.
I know, you know, I'm always say something.
Go on, Charlene.
Our esteemed
I
guest,
hate y'all.
Chetta, do you have anything to say before we get out of here?
So all I would say to everyone is remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember whose you are. And that's amazing. And we're happy to have you and we love you. That's it. Just remember that.
All right.
Sure about that.
This is
Gratitude.
the RIP 28. This is the RIP 28 podcast, man. It's a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I'm going to leave you with some words from an esteemed award-winning poet from West Savannah by the name of Antoine Patton.
Come on.
You and somebody's daughter raising y'all own youngin'. Now that's a beautiful thing. That's if you on top of your game. And man enough to handle real life situations. Can't gamble feeding that baby on that dope money. Might not always be sufficient. But the United Parcel Service and the people at the post office didn't call you back because you got cloudy piss. You back in the trap. Just that. Trap. Go and marinate on that for a minute. We'll see you next week.
Shout
You
out
ain't
to
your
big
mama.
boy.
Me
Shout out
and
to
you.
big boy. Shout out to
Your
big
mama.
boy.